Hello everyone, I'm Profi1322 and welcome to another month of subscription box unboxings where I unbox a variety of different monthly subscription boxes. We look at them all, review all the items in them, rate them, and then at the end we find out which was the best this month. This month we've got the most we've ever had with 6 different boxes. That is absolutely crazy. 6 different boxes to open and review and compare between each other. So we won't hesitate to get straight into it, but I'll just mention that it has been a while since I did the last video because I've been away in Sweden. I haven't had access to the boxes, so we've got a lot of catching up to do. We've got a lot of these unboxing videos to come. For those of you who like that, I hope you enjoy. But yeah, I am going to be getting back into this and getting these reviews done for these. But yeah, let's not waste any more time and let's get straight into unboxing some of these. So first up, as always, we've got the standard loot crate. We're going to see what's in this pretty interesting sized box. This one, very different. It's not like normal shoebox proportions. The theme this month for loot crate is anti-hero. I said this month, obviously this is all the August boxes, but I'm recording this a lot later than August. But okay, t-shirt first. So that is the t-shirt for this month. Sterling Archer. Yeah, that's a really cool t-shirt. I like that design as well, obviously tying in with the presidential election type stuff as well. Next up we got some Kill Bill socks. Pretty cool design there. Obviously Loot Crate exclusive as well. And next up is another one of these Q figs that are becoming quite popular with Loot Crate. They don't seem to do the pop vinyls anymore and favour these Q figs instead. They always are good designed figurines. This is obviously Harley Quinn. But yeah, interesting figures. They're always good quality. Anti-hero works well with that, I guess. I've also got this weird piece of cardboard. I wonder if this is something to do with how the box unfolds itself and looks afterwards. We'll see when we do that. The loot pin this month is World of Warcraft. As you can see there, the loot crate pins are a lot better these days, and it always unlocks something as well, which is this month all 6 expansions for World of Warcraft and a 30-day subscription for new accounts unlocked with this loot pin. So there's always a little bit something extra that you get from that, which is always good. And the last item in here is this Hellboy Right Hand of Doom Ceramic Bank. Loot Crate exclusive once again. See what this is all about. So basically it's a Hellboy piggy bank, I guess, and yeah, okay, not interesting. Like it said, ceramic, relatively decent quality, and it's an exclusive, so that's always handy. So this is what the box was when it turned inside out. That's pretty inventive, actually. I quite like that, and this was the thing that was inside. Yeah, that's something a little bit different, and it gives you something a little bit extra to do. I normally give an extra few points if there's something to do with the box or the magazine, and Loot Crate have been doing well with the magazines. The magazines are quite interesting, and yeah, that's pretty good. We'll obviously see how the scores all work out at the end, but yeah, pretty fun, and let's move on to the next one. Now, for those of you who aren't aware, Loot Crate does do a variety of different boxes. So there's Loot Anime, for example. There's a higher quality of Loot Crate called Loot Deluxe and various different things. Now, I've got this month to test Loot Gaming. Obviously, gaming is related to this channel. That's pretty much what I do. So I figured I would get the Loot Gaming box as just to try it out and see what's in there. And we'll see how it compares with the regular box and obviously all the other boxes that we're testing in this video. So here's the Loot Gaming box. It's pretty standard Loot Crate. It's just got obviously Loot Gaming different on the front. The theme this month is Mecha, so we'll see what's in here. Pretty much we should expect the same sort of stuff, but gaming related. So first up, we've got a DSX Mankind Divided figure, which is pretty cool. That's a pretty nice little figure. You know, I assume this is also a Loot Crate exclusive because it does have Loot Gaming on the back. So yeah, pretty nice, similar sort of thing, you know, another figure. We'll see what the t-shirt is. There we have it, a Destiny t-shirt. Obviously a lot of Destiny fans not really that bothered about it, but yeah, if you like Destiny, that would probably be a good t-shirt for you, I guess. We got a cap here as well. There is the cap from the game Lawbreakers. It's got Lawbreakers on the back. Pretty cool design, pretty cool cap. Doesn't really speak out to me personally that much, but pretty interesting. This is the pin for August 2016. Obviously, as you can see, the theme on there, Mecha. I mean, the pin again, it's not too bad. It's decent quality. You don't get anything extra with the Loot Gaming pin like you do with the standard Loot Crate pin, I believe. But yeah, it's a decent quality pin. Next up, we've got a BioShock patch. Pretty interesting if you like patches. Manufactured by Loot Crate, it says on the back, so I guess that's an exclusive as well. And the final item is Loot Gaming exclusive. Once again, obviously, the exclusives, like I said, they're all pretty good. Obviously, a Borderlands thing. Let's see what's in here. I have to say, very well packaged. Nicely packaged, and it's Claptrap bottle opener. So all that for a bottle opener. I think it's magnetic as well, so you can stick it on your fridge. That's a nicely designed piece. It's good quality, you know, proper solid metal. That's nice stuff. Again, I don't think there's not a lot in there that speaks to me. Obviously, you get a magazine with the Loot Gaming like you do with the normal Loot Crate. We'll see what the box folds out to as well. But yeah, I mean, the Loot Gaming is $5 more, so it's not that much more. But not an awful lot that spoke to me personally. But I do like the gaming related stuff more than just whether it, you know, the normal stuff like comic books or whatever, I think. But maybe a different box would speak to me more in terms of the games I've played. So this is the Loot Gaming box on the when you fold it out, you know, pretty much it's a standard design like you normally get with the Loot Crates. And I have to wonder, when they create all these different types of boxes, maybe they do appeal to various different people who don't necessarily want the standard thing, but does it take away a little bit from the standard box, having more boxes with different items in? That was something I always thought. And in my personal opinion, I don't think the Loot Crates are necessarily as good as what they used to be. Just from the ratings that we see and my personal thoughts on the items that you get in them. But just something to think about. But yeah, they do different types of boxes if that's something that you're interested in. Would you like to see me continue with the Loot Gaming instead of the regular Loot Crate, or should I just continue with the standard Loot Crate? Let me know in the comments down below, because that's something that I'm thinking about and something that I'll need your guys' opinions on. So let's move away from Loot Crate now and go to Geek Fuel. Geek Fuel never lets us down with the stuff that's in here. They don't have a theme as like all the other boxes. They just send you a lot of geeky gamer stuff. So let's see what's in here. We got the magazine first up. We'll check that out later on. But it's always nice to have a magazine. It gives you something extra to do and read. I see something Pokemon related. Geek Fuel Go travel pouch. I like this already. So it's basically a little travel pouch wallet type thing. On the back we've got a sort of a larger pouch and then two pouches for pens. On the inside we've got a main compartment here. Then we've got a zipper locked compartment there as well, and also we've got some coasters in here for some interesting reason, and then a sort of a clear plastic pouch as well. So, and there's also the you can obviously put it over your shoulder as well. So yeah, I quite like that, and I like the way that they've sort of marketed it with the theme, and obviously an exclusive item, so exclusive items are always good. Next up we've got this looks very interesting. It's just a big box with Geek Fuel on it in a very retro style thing. Let's see what's in this. Oh, this is the t-shirt. Okay, so what's the t-shirt all about? It is a Transformers t-shirt. So it's kind of a retro Transformers and in the retro box style, and it's always interesting. Geek Fuel always tend to do that, where they sort of put t-shirts in various different things. I'll always remember the Deadpool one that was in the burrito wrap. But yeah, you know, just a fun way of packaging things. Next up we got Looney Tunes mini-series figure from Kid Robot. This obviously won't be a Geek Fuel exclusive, but I always like these where you can get different variations of things. That's always another plus point, and that always gets an extra point in the ratings at the end. So we'll see what we got. What would I want? Okay, after looking at it, I know exactly which one I want, and it was always my favorite. So these are the ones that you can get. Those, and then these. And I definitely want Wile E. Coyote. If I get Wile E. Coyote, I will be so happy. Okay, so I'm going to be completely honest. I got this person thing, and I have absolutely no idea who this is. Maybe I just haven't watched Looney Tunes in so long, but I've got absolutely no idea who this is. I mean, it's a nice figure and everything, but I'm clueless. Tell me in the comments. What have we got next? We got a Geek Fuel collectible pin of the main logo robot thing of Geek Fuel. Pretty cute. I've always liked that logo. Next up, we've got Dungeon Rift Monster Magnet set. Geek Fuel always give you a game with the box, and it's always interesting when they do something a little bit different. And obviously, we've got various magnets from the game here. The games I've found haven't all been all that good, to be honest. There's been one or two that have been relatively decent, but the rest never that much. But you know, you're getting a game with the box every month for Steam, and it's worth a try just to see what you get. But we'll give it a go and see what it's like. But yeah, the scores are never that high. Oh wow, okay. So the last item in here is a Suicide Squad Rebirth issue number 1, and I've actually got the limited edition version where there's only 3,000 of these. The certificate of authenticity in the back as well. That's actually pretty cool. They do sometimes do this, so that they'll give you a comic book, for example, and there's a special edition variety that you can get where sometimes they've done it with posters as well. So there's a limited edition run, one out of 1,000, 2,000, 3,000 or whatever. I've got lucky this time and got one in my box. That's pretty cool. But everybody would have got sort of the comic. So those are the two variations. Obviously the limited edition one is the black and white one. But yeah, that's pretty cool. And there's something that I've just noticed with the coasters that I was talking about earlier. So these were what I called the coasters that were in the front of the Pokemon Go travel pouch. I don't know why I said they were coasters. They just seem like coasters. Really, they're just pieces of card. Obviously that's got the Geek Fuel logo on. But there's also one for each of the Pokemon Go teams. Mystic, Instinct and Valor. So I guess the idea is that I can take the Team Instinct one, because that is my team, pop it in the Pokemon Go pouched, and represent my team like that. So yeah, I do like that. That's an interesting little feature as well. And yeah, good box from Geek Fuel. Geek Fuel never tend to let us down with the quality of the boxes, and yeah, that was a good one. So next up we've got Super Geek Box. This one is bulging pretty badly, so we'll open this up and not waste any time and see what's making that happen. And it's a Donkey Kong Super Mario plushie. Yeah, I like that. Now I know why it was bulging so much, but with his little tie on there as well. Yeah, that's cute. And they did well to fit that in this small box. Just a reminder, as I take out the t-shirt, that all of the prices for all of these are always at the end of the video when I'm doing all the ratings as well. The prices are in the bottom left corner. They're generally all about the same, but they do have slight variations. So this is the t-shirt from Super Geek Box, and this has to be one of my all-time favourite t-shirts that we've ever gotten in any of these boxes. This is absolutely unbelievable. This is hilarious. Snorlax on the Nike tick, just do it later. I mean, that is perfect. I love this t-shirt. That is one of the best t-shirts we've ever gotten. I'm well impressed with that. We've also got some socks in this one. Gamma Rage socks. Hulk socks, as you can see there. Pretty fun, pretty cool. You know, nothing too special. Had 2 pairs of socks in these boxes so far. Here is the pin for this month. I forgot to tell you the theme for Super Geek Box. It is Colossal. Obviously, that's why Snorlax is on it. He is pretty colossal. Yeah, nice pin. Pretty big as well. Better than the standard pins that you get in these boxes. So next up is a Super Geek Box exclusive with this Mega Morph pin. Obviously, it's a sort of Super Mario mushroom that turns Mario pretty colossal. And it's a cute little pin, you know, metal, it's well made, it's pretty solid. Yeah, that's nice little item. And next up we got another Super Geek Box exclusive with this eye mask. I don't really get the reference to this, maybe I should. But anyway, that is an eye mask. I don't think there's anything special in that, to be honest, but yeah, it is what it is. Last item is a poster, it seems. So a small poster. I always prefer it when these are rolled up rather than folded, because you get the creases in them, which is a bit of a shame. But yeah, it's a cute poster, Super Mario. It's pretty fun. And that's your lot for Super Geek Box. They don't do a magazine, they don't do anything with the box. They just make sure you get the items. I probably would have got this box just for the t-shirt, to be honest. Ever since we've got the Super Geek Box a few weeks ago, it was one of the new ones that we've started reviewing in these videos. they've always done really good with the t-shirts. So 2 more boxes to go. First up is 1UP box. We'll see what's in here this month. And straight away we've got a very similar setup to the Super Geek box. On the left hand side we have a big old Super Mario plushie with Yoshi. Yellow Yoshi. That is super cute. Yeah, I like it. It's nice. The theme for 1UP box this month is speed, and that is shown pretty well with the t-shirt. As you can see, we got Pikachu in a Flash costume running away from an Arcanine. Again, another cute t-shirt. I like it. Anything Pokemon related can get me, to be honest. I really do like the franchise. But yeah, that's a cute t-shirt. And we've got the pin now. There's the pin this month for 1UP box. Probably the worst of all the pins, but at least they include a pin. You know, that's something a little bit extra, gets to the point. But yeah, interesting design on there. Next up, we've got this sort of flash tag thing. I don't really know what you would do with this. Maybe just put your keys on there or something. You know, it's pretty cute, I guess, but nothing special. We've also got a cute little patch with Sonic on. Obviously all within the speed theme this month, doing quite well to stick to that. And the final item is this winged necklace. Is this a Harry Potter reference? I don't even know. But it's a necklace. I mean, it's quite nice. It's got a little sort of bell on the inside. So yeah, not too bad. I'd just point out that the Yoshi could have been 5 different colours. So that's always good when you can get a different variation of something. Obviously the t-shirt was an exclusive, but I don't think anything else was really exclusive. So yeah, a few interesting items, but obviously we'll see at the end how the boxes all do in comparison to each other. And that end is getting closer because we've only got 1 more box to do. That is obviously ZBOX. We always leave this to last. So the theme for ZBOX this month is Invasion. Obviously we get a magazine, not too bad. Always nice to have a magazine as an added extra, something to read. The t-shirt this month is very good on that invasion theme. There's a mashup of all sorts of different things. That's obviously an exclusive t-shirt design as well that you could have only got from the box. I like that t-shirt, I really do. That's a great design. We've got this Warcraft plush. He's pretty cool, I guess. You know, just again another plush figure that you seem to get in these boxes. Doesn't really speak to me too much, but we've also got something from Doctor Who, Wacky Wobbler Bobblehead. This is a Weeping Angel, so this is quite an interesting figure. This is obviously that is the original Weeping Angel, I guess, but that is the design of the actual bobblehead. Pretty horrible face, but you know, I mean, it's a pretty decent figure. It's not an exclusive or anything, but it's pretty large, and it's okay. And the only last thing, so we're straight away, and that's the end. The last item is an Alien exclusive twin pack Titans vinyl figure pack here. So yeah, again, pretty decent figures, I guess. The camera's face recognition is actually picking up on her face. But yeah, I mean, various different things you can get from these Titan minifigures, I guess. And we got a double pack here. Again, not an exclusive. So I don't know whether this is just me, but it seems like the boxes are getting a little bit worse overall. I don't know, maybe look back on some of the older videos in this series. There is always a link to the playlist in the description, and see if I'm right or wrong on that. Maybe I've been doing it too long and I'm getting sick of the items and all that, but it seems like some of the items that we're getting now, maybe they're running out of ideas. They just don't seem to be that interesting anymore. But you know, the scores will speak for themselves. Okay, so when we actually look at the scores, they're not too bad. I know I said previously that the boxes seem to be getting a little bit worse, but that's not really the case. I think we've been spoiled in previous months when it comes to really high quality boxes, getting really high scores, but they've generally been outliers. All of the boxes this month get scores between 30 and 40, which I would say is pretty standard, and we just haven't had a single box that has gone beyond that 40 mark and got a really high score. So, you know, they're not too bad, and Loot Crate here gets a score of 37, which is pretty much bog standard for these boxes, and is probably around the average of what you would get if you look at all the previous videos and all the previous scores the boxes have got. When it comes to the Loot Gaming, that is $10 more expensive. It's about £6 or £7 more expensive, and I think you're paying that premium more for the actual type of items that you're getting rather than the items themselves. In terms of the quality of the items, they're not that much better than the stuff that you get from the Loot Crate, the regular one, and the other boxes that we see. So it's more about the type of items and the fact that they're all gaming related, which is the main draw. I am going to be getting Loot Gaming next month as well, so we'll see what's in there, and then I will make a decision about whether to switch over to the Loot Gaming every month or continue with the regular Loot Crate. Obviously, let me know your thoughts about that down below in the comments, because I'd like to get some feedback on that. But the score of 39 that it gets is 2 points more than the regular Loot Crate, but ultimately they're approximately the same. When it comes to Geek Fuel are always very, very good, but we just haven't had anything particularly special from them this month. Where they get a score of 38, which is right bang in the middle of the two Loot Crate boxes. It's good that we do have some variety in there. Like I always say, I give an extra point if something has a bit of variety, like the Looney Tunes figure. Would have normally got a score of 7, but because you could have got any different type of figure in that blind box, it gets a score of 8 because it just makes things a little bit more special. And ultimately the score that the Geek Fuel box gets isn't too bad. But now we move on to the Super Geek box, and that has something very, very special in it, and it's all to do with the t-shirt. Now, the other items in here are pretty standard, and you'll see the scores for those, but most of the time, t-shirts in these boxes, they get the base score of 7 because they're very good. You know, they're a t-shirt that you're going to get good value out of it, and then they get an extra point because they are exclusive to the box. Now, sometimes t-shirts are a little bit better quality in terms of the design that's on them and the fabric that's used, so they get an extra point for that. Sometimes they get a score of 9. But this t-shirt in particular, in addition to getting those 2 extra points, it also gets the extra point for variety, which makes it the first item we've ever given a score of 10 to. You could have got different colours for this t-shirt. It's very, very high quality. I love the design, and the fabric is a bit more special than just the regular t-shirts that you get here. And it's obviously exclusive to Super Geek Box. It's the first item in a year of doing this that we've ever given a score of 10 to, and it's well deserved because it is a fantastic item. And I'm very surprised that we've ever given, you know, we've managed to give a score of 10 to an item. I never thought it would happen, but there it is. That is the first item to ever get a score of 10. Now, when it comes to the 1-up box, that is pretty much standard 1-up box. The scores aren't quite as high, I would say, in general for the 1-up box. And as you can see, the score of 32 that it gets, it is still worth your money, but it's just not quite on the level of the others in terms of what you get. And the same goes for the ZBOX. Although the actual items that you get are pretty decent, there's not really enough there, same with the 1-up box, to generate those high scores. So it all depends on what you want, whether you want a smaller number of higher quality items or a larger number of items in general. But in my scoring system, it's always harder to get higher scores with smaller number of items, and it pretty much shares the same score with the 1-up box that we've just seen. So yeah, pretty amazing from Super Geek Box that we got an item with a score of 10 finally, and it does make it the top box for this month. Loot Gaming was a good second place, but all of the scores there are pretty good and pretty standard. So that's pretty much it. What did you think of the boxes in this month's video? Let me know all your thoughts down below. Which one would you have preferred to have? We will be doing more of these, obviously, as I'm trying to catch up, because it's been a while since I've been able to do one. So we will be starting to catch up, and hopefully we'll get back on course soon. This has been the August boxes, and it's already October, so we are quite far behind. But yeah, let me know what you guys thought, and I hope you guys enjoyed the video and continue to enjoy it. All the links and information to get any of these boxes if you're interested is all down below as well. Thank you so much for watching. I really do appreciate all the support as always, and I'll see you next time.